what you're saying. Nani? Get out my business, okay?
So today in the how you doing? My name's Heero. That's Nafi, and we're the amalgamation of the Identity Booth. And today we're going to be talking and giving you guys the little bit of the news that we can. But this is one of your favorite segments. My favorite segment is the things we forgot to tell you last week or something like that. You'll see it flash across the screen. But basically, what we're going to be talking about is a host of things. And starting off, we're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj says she isn't attending the Met Gala because vaccine requirement. About what you think about Nicki Minaj not wanting to go get her vaccine because not going to the Met Gala because she doesn't want to get vaccinated?
Well, I have a couple concerns. I mean, not only does she live and married to a sex offender registered.
Whoa.
Yeah. So a vaccine should be your last of your problems. He's facing up to 10 years for not registering in California. Or, I'm sorry, in New York. So
the thing that's kind of funny about this whole situation, shout out to Luke, nice shirt. Luke said nice shirt, Nafi.
Nice.
Luke, can you send me another shirt? I lost my shirt, I think. But the thing that's funny about
But honestly,
this whole
Heero, to me, it just seems like she doesn't care about anybody else's safety.
Of course she doesn't care about anybody's safety, but do you know the reasoning behind this, the story she gave?
No. But I think she said because she's not... What did she say?
She said it was because her cousin, who is from Jamaica, got the vaccine and a week before his wedding, and his testicles swole up, and now the wedding's off because he's become impotent and he can't have children. Now, for anyone that knows anything about something, you guys know that that's also the telltale signs of a diagnosis for an STD. So maybe, don't go around sticking your Peter Weeder into women that aren't your wife, and you'll be fine. So, hey, that's just my opinion on that. But, Nafi actually has a deep dive into the Met Gala that we'll be doing later. So we'll let her shine in that part. But the next story is really going to be talking about more of this whole COVID controversy. There's a YouTuber who had 1.6 million followers, and his last video was him urging his fans to vaccinate themselves, and I said that as past tense because he is no longer alive. 1.6 million subscribers out there. It's kind of crazy that you had to learn this the hard way, but these lessons aren't being learned fast enough, and it's causing a lot of people to be hurt. Hey, Lady Liv, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. What do you think about this, Nafi?
I'm just tired of people like this who want to be gun-ho on anti-vax, and then we hear in the story the next day they died. I don't think we should be glorifying these people. I don't think this should be something we should be talking about. I don't want to hear about it. They're ordinary people with stupid ideas and they die. I don't want it to be glorified. I feel like we're glorifying this. Then the next one comes out and he sees if he or she sees that they can live longer than the other person. It's just ridiculous.
No, fair enough. I think the reason why we talk about it is just because this guy had 1.6 billion people. Right now we got 8 people watching us. So if we can reach just one person and save a life, I think that's worth it. But I mean, it's not going away. That's just the point. You feel me? That it's just not going away. But shout out to Nuffy with that profound statement. Claps to you. Next topic. These things aren't loading as fast. The Satanic Temple set to challenge Texas abortion law on freedom of religion, on grounds of religion. So there's this religious group that is actually acknowledged, and they worship the devil, and they're the ones. Yo, they're the ones who are pushing for. They're the ones that are pushing to get this Texas to overturn their abortion laws right now. It's kind of sucks that it's being done by satanic.
The devil's advocate.
Yeah, but hey, shit happens. I don't know. If anyone's gonna fight for us, I mean, what are we asking for?
The devil.
Yeah, you feel me? So I don't know. What do you think about this?
I said it best. The devil is a lie.
So what do you think about this?
First of all, devils. Look, we be saying the saints, the devils. Let's rally around devils. I'm here for it. I'm here for their support. I can appreciate their support. It's a serious matter, and the fact that the devil has literally risen from ashes and is on our side, I'm happy about this. I appreciate this. Hopefully people go to their churches. Hopefully they're not sinning to become a part of that church. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's the better way. It's no way of looking at it, honestly. But something that is kind of like just tragic is, this is all tying back with COVID. Literally, this man on screen died of a heart attack because after being transferred to 43 different hospitals, he couldn't find an ICU bed while he was having a heart attack. So this man basically was deteriorating while having a heart attack, couldn't find a bed because all the beds for about 200 miles while he was in Alabama were taken up. So this man died of a heart attack. As far as I'm concerned, COVID wasn't involved. But, like, it's just showing you how selfish people are, right? Like, this is becoming...
I blame Nick Saban in Alabama.
Yo.
They game was mighty packed. No mask. I blame them.
And it's something you have to consider because Alabama's the second worst vaccinated state in the country. I think number one is Louisiana, and partly due to Hurricane Ida. So, speedy recovery on that. But the resources are there. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. Let's push on forward to a video that I want to play for you, Nafi. There's a controversy going on right now, so I just want to get you up.
Can't wait for her to bring her home and be part of our family. Put your head right here. Pray for us. We appreciate it. I love you guys. Bye. Come here. Come closer for the video. Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. Put your head right here. Come closer. Put your head down here. Act like you're crying. Really quick.
I am crying.
Go like this.
No, Mom, I'm actually seriously crying.
No, I know, but go like this for the video. Go like this. Put one hand up. Go like this. No, go like this. Put your hand like this. But let them see your mouth. Let them see your mouth.
I'm going to stop there because this is very cringy. This is very, like, weird. It's this trauma porn shit that people like doing. But this is a mother who basically is trying to monetize her son mourning the death of his dog. And she has a YouTube page, and she has about 5,000 followers, but she blew up overnight and is being accused of, like, using and manipulating her son in order to gain fame and stardom. And these people exist. We know they do. But this is the problem I have with kids being put in front of cameras, willingly or unwillingly. It just doesn't bode well for them in the future, because this kid has this video now for the rest of his life.
And his pet died. I mean,
yeah, like
oh my God.
There's a legitimate. He's not even processing the grief. It's just be sad for the camera. Yeah, be sad for the camera. It struck me as weird. It struck me as odd.
So was she wanting like money? Like, did she do a GoFundMe or like what? Like, I'm just trying to understand, like, what was the purpose and what did she gain from that?
I think
just followers.
Really. That's all you can really say that you're gonna gain from this situation. So,
thank God I'm black. So
it's weird. Her name's Jordan Shania. Annoying as fuck. Hey, what up, bum? What up, bum fuzzle? I feel like I said that wrong. Bum fuzzle.
Let me read it.
Read the name.
Bum
what is it?
Fuzz,
yeah.
TV.
Red.
Bums. It's Bum Fuzzlet TV.
Okay. Hey, Nafi killed that though.
Hey, we got Donnie on the screen.
Donnie.
Donnie.
So
Donnie.
So Nafi, you know why we're talking about Donnie? What you know what he was doing during the September 11th memorial tribute? Like Obama was out there.
What was Donnie doing?
Donnie was out here watching Holyfield get his ass whooped again. Donnie was commentating the fight during 9/11 tribute speeches. And okay, I'm gonna be fair here. He did actually go to Ground Zero and take like pictures and stuff like that. But
on what day?
On September 11th, like he went to
after
New York.
Everybody left.
No, I think he did it like as a press thing, and he was out there. He was definitely out there. He was in them streets. But Could you imagine if Obama decided to go like play golf instead of give a speech or something like that?
They would have executed him.
They literally was. They still mad about that goddamn tan suit. They still mad about that shit.
Y'all mad because he look good in a tan suit? Y'all big mad.
They
y'all mad because Donnie wear the same navy blue suit every meeting? I mean, come on.
They big mad, Nafi. What you want? What you want them to say? What you want them to do? But I'm just
get over it.
I'm just curious to know, like, are you upset at this, or what are your feelings on this?
I'm very upset, like, and that's the thing, like, and at the end of the day, and I hate that president is even associated with his name. He is a person who is a selfish person, and it's all over for you to know that he's a selfish person. So I didn't expect nothing but less from him. I'm happy to know that he at least went there, but at the end of the day, Bill Clinton was on TV with Hillary Clinton. Obama and the First Lady Michelle were there, right next to Joe Biden and right next to his wife. So it's like, you're the past president. It's several presidents before you. I'm sure if, what's his name, who's alive in Georgia? What's that president's name? I'm sure if he could walk, he would have been there too. What's his name? I can't think of his name. It's a president that's still alive. He lives in Georgia.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but this is like further proof of why.
I can't think of his name.
Nafi, what's the name of the president from Nigeria?
But yeah, but still, like the fact that all those people came and you didn't, like it just shows like he's a selfish person. He'll never be reelected.
Oh, his days are those days are over. But as far as he's concerned, you know, the election was stolen, so there's that. But there were some more Republicans not understanding how to pay tribute. What you're looking at is Valparaiso's Republican board members. They decided to reenact the September 11th planes hitting the buildings in a float, and that float was then trolleyed down the street for everybody watching. And what you are seeing is a kid putting up the names of the people's pictures in drinks when people come up to the float to get it. America, baby. America.
Huh? You think we want to see the buildings go down? Excellent, Valparaiso. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you.
Valparaiso. What we got here? Here's another video. Now, Nafi, as you're watching this video, I want you to pay attention to the lady directly behind the kid. And everybody just listen to this kid's story, and we're gonna come back.
This time last year, my grandmother, who was a former teacher at the Rutherford County School System, died of COVID because someone wasn't wearing a mask. This is a very...
You can hear and see some of the crowd laughing after Grady Knox shares a personal story about COVID-19. He spoke in front of the Rutherford County School Board Tuesday night in favor of a mask mandate.
This is a very...
He tries to continue his speech, but gets interrupted. The school board chairman then speaks up.
Hey guys, we're here to act professional.
It was complete insanity from my perspective.
Knox is a junior at Central Magnet. He says he could not believe what happened.
If they laugh at me about like a personal story about my grandmother, like that's just disrespectful, I feel. So I was like shaken a little bit.
Board members like Claire Maxwell say the reaction from some in the audience did not sit well with them.
We all wholeheartedly, all 7 of us, were ashamed.
So, Nafi, what would it take for you to laugh at a kid who just told you his grandmother died?
Man, like, I would have threw hands. Like these, that lady right behind me, it would have been like, 1 second.
Like, 1 second.
Like, what's funny? Are you serious? And that's sad that a child is up there. A child is up there. On behalf of the school, a child, not the principal, not teachers, a child, a student who wants to learn, but can't learn in an environment like that. That's crazy.
It is. It's definitely.
And his grandmother was a teacher.
Yeah, that's the part that kind of like hit me sideways. The grandmother was a teacher. She these are people that she knows, like that she's worked with for probably. She said the grandma's for 20 years. Something interesting about this story that
Eric's in the chat.
Hey, what up, ET Facts? What's up? Thanks for joining in, man. We appreciate you coming through. You landed safely. That's good too. Hey, let's give claps for Eric in the chat. Let's give claps, man. Nafi can't hear this, but there's actually like a clapping sound effect I have. I do have a nice little keyboard that me and Eric are using, but deploying the National Guard is what's going down right now in Massachusetts because
I know that's right. Y'all better use our taxpayers.
Yo, and they are really just being used to drive buses because they have no bus drivers to take the kids to school. Now, Nafi, you worked. You used to be whipping them buses, so you can speak to this. Like, how ridiculous is this, if at all?
First of all, I'm disgusted to know that we're using so the National Guard can't be used for nothing else. So it's nice that we can use the National Guard to drive buses, but you can say for protesting, the National Guard was out there being violent.
Yeah, that's it. I just dropped the bomb. Nafi just dropped the bomb. Thank you for that. I don't know for this one, but Larry Elder is a gift to Gavin Newsom. Nafi, in your old state, Gavin Newsom is currently running for his life,
Bakersfield,
so that he won't be recalled. You feel me? Hey, what up, Jay? Jay, your boy Jeremiah in the building. What's good?
Hey, Jeremiah.
So Gavin Newsom is basically running. He's not really running. He's trying to be recalled. That people want to recall him, but pretty much based on the polling and voting, it's going to be a landslide in his favor. But there is a close second. And the thing about this is, if he's recalled, no matter what the margin is for the second place person, say if he was recalled and the margin is just 6%, that person becomes governor, and that could become tragic for us. Because if it's like a nutball or a Republican, they could basically flip California to blue, and that would create a situation where we're back at this situation where we were at Trump. But there are a lot of people were asking me, like, what's so bad about Larry Elder? Like, what makes him such a horrific person? Why do black people despise him? Why do black people call him the old Uncle Ruckus? Well, I give you Larry. I've been saying Elder, but it's Alder.
That the UK was ahead of us. They were. Do you know that the slave owners were compensated? After they lost their quote-unquote property, the government compensated slave owners.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so when people talk about reparations, do they really want to have that conversation? Because, like it or not, slavery was legal. And so their property, their legal property, was taken away from them after the Civil War. So you can make an argument that the people that are owed reparations, and not only just black people, but also the people whose quote property, close quote, was taken away after the end of the Civil War.
So, Alfie, are you caught up here?
I just want to fight. I want to fight. I'm tired of this. I'm just tired. I want to fight. That's what I want to fight. I think I need to get back into boxing. I just have a lot of anger inside of me. Are you serious? Your property? A person is a property? Hey. This guy. And this is the guy who's going against Newsom?
Yeah, and so...
That's very scary. And he's black, if I can see correctly.
Yeah, man. He's one of those raccoons that be getting lost in the trash for too long, but it be like that sometimes. He just need to take a stroll down Long Beach or something. See, he in Bakersfield. He ain't out there in Long Beach. The Bakersfield 3 hours away from Long Beach. Like, he needs to come to the hood, Compton. Say that out there.
Dynamite! Dynamite!
That's disgusting.
Dynamite!
But you want to know something that I find hilarious about elections overseas? That as bad as that guy is, in Russia, it's even worse. Could you imagine, Afi, you're running for position in Russia, and instead of them, making lies up about you or even doing anything, they just hired 3 other people to change their name, dress like you, cut their hair like you, and then run against you to confuse everybody. So this guy in the picture is showing 2 other people, and that was something that tricked me. I had to translate the story. He's actually the guy in the middle, but the two to his left and his right are imposters. So I just think Russia is crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, this is different level type shit. But Mother Russia don't play. Mother Russia don't play.
He like, bro, look at this. Y'all come take a look at this. Come look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Damn.
Look at these.
Damn.
You look sad as hell in the middle.
Damn.
Look at this. Take a look at this.
Damn.
This hurts, but hey, hopefully, like, and there's no such thing as democracy in Russia. Sorry, but it's
Vladimir, but I don't like talking about Russia. You already know.
Yeah. They be coming.
Hey, I don't want nothing tapped over here. All right.
Hey, we
No disrespect, Russia. No disrespect.
Hey, but one thing we can all agree on is the only way I'm going to buy a PlayStation 5 is when Spider-Man 2 comes out, and they've now released the trailer. It's immaculate and it's beautiful for all you guys that haven't played it. It's on a PlayStation 4. You can also buy.
So, what PlayStation do you have now, Heero?
I have the PlayStation.
And what will you do with it?
I have the PlayStation 4. I plan on giving it to you so you can play all the Crash games I have saved on it.
That's an excellent answer. Excellent.
I try to be a good brother.
That was a very safe answer. I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
thank you.
I appreciate it. I've been doing this for a long time. But like, I'm interested to get this game, so I will be buying PlayStation 5. Upon which Nafi will get my PlayStation 4, and she will be live streaming her play Crash until she gets.
So does PlayStation 5 cost as much as an iPhone?
I think like PlayStation 5 is like $500.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. All right, this is a longer video, but Apple came out with a bunch. Apple had this whole thing, but there's a great video. I'll put the link in the chat so you guys can watch it on your own time. But Apple basically came out with their new phone device, so we're gonna watch over this and talk about it. But I want you all to know I am currently holding the iPhone 12. I had to buy this shit a week ago, so
let's get
this
started.
phone comes out on the 24th.
With Apple TV Plus.
I could have held out.
Apple TV Plus is a home to the world's most creative storytellers.
You're pressured.
I was pressured. Okay, let's talk about that shit real quick. Let's talk about how I was pressured into getting a subpar phone by my siblings. And Eric's in the chat. And Eric, go get Shani too. Tell her. All four of y'all pressured me because this perfectly working good phone was an eyesore to them. I've never. This phone has been nothing but a headache for me because there's no fingerprint ID. I wear a mask all day, so I can't face mask. It's just useless to me. There's no buttons. The dongle doesn't work, so I can't connect it to my old car. The hypocrisy. My iPhone 6 was the best goddamn phone Apple ever made, and I don't care what any of these people are saying on the screen. I don't care what any of these people will suggest to you. Don't fall into peer pressure. If there's any peer pressure I'd never fall into, I'm happy to say alcohol and drugs was never advised because I folded. And 24 days later, I
could have got peer pressure, guys. Heero was missing out on some of the family plans that some things that he was entitled to.
Tell me one thing I'm missing that I have now that I would have needed. Tell me.
Hotspot.
There's Wi-Fi literally everywhere I go.
Hotspot.
It's useless to me.
Well, now you have it, and it's because of us.
I just want to say, hey, check out the link. It's a shorter version. I think the original version was like an hour long, which is ridiculous.
What's also ridiculous is the same thing as the iPhone 12. They're coming out with a mini, a Pro Max, and then they're also coming out with it in colors. And then they said there's one that's going to have a terabyte.
Terabyte,
what was it? So I'm assuming that's like a lot of memory space.
Yeah, terabyte is more information I have on my computer.
But like, we can agree that you don't need that much space on a phone.
I think it's designed for people who plan on using the phone for cinematic purposes. The iPhone 12 and iPhone 11 have great cameras that give you cinematic capability where you can record in 4K. If you want to live stream, like if I wanted, like me and you look pretty clear on the camera right now, but if I wanted a live stream like 4K, like NFL, like TV shit, you could do that now. And you could do that with your phone, which is amazing, which is pretty cool. But you know, hey, that's what we're here for. So, you know, I'm excited to see what comes from this, what happens. But real quick, I want to talk about Fat Thor that's going to be showing up in God of War. A lot of fans are upset that Thor doesn't look like the Marvel Thor. Now, if you know who Marvel Thor is, right?
Yeah, of Asgard.
Of Asgard. So
the only son of Odin.
And I think Marvel, the modern day Thor, has come a long way. But
is this him on the screen?
Yeah, that's the Thor that will be in the game.
No, that's not him.
That is him.
No. This looks like a character from This looks like a character from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I mean, isn't Game of Thrones like Norse mythology and shit like that?
Yeah, from the North.
Yeah,
the North remembers. That's not it.
I didn't play the first God of War game. I never really was into it, but I know the second one's good. I watched a bunch of people live stream it and play it, so I know the game's good. I just never got into it, so I'll be interested to see what they do with this and how it works out for them. But I mean, ultimately,
Heero, Jeremiah caved in too and bought the iPhone 12.
Who did the old lady make you buy that? Britt make you buy that? I think y'all owe us a new phone, honestly. And then the last game, of course, because Wolverine is coming out with a game. So I played the original Wolverine game. I'm eager to see what they do with this, but it definitely came out. So Marvel definitely swept it for me when it came to winning all that stuff. We do want to send a quick shout out to your boy. Oh, they got me for ad block. Josh Gordon. I'm not even going to give you guys that credit. Josh Gordon is finally being allowed back into the NFL. Now, do you know who Josh Gordon is? He's basically this raw ass receiver who could never play a game because he was always smoking weed. So thank God he finally found a proper drug man a way of cheating these drug tests like all the other NFL players. Because as a person who played in the league, I can tell you this: everybody's using drugs, and all you got to do is know when to take it and where to take it. But if you could get caught, it's literally because you're being lazy. So there's that. But this real quick, Oathkeeper snitched on himself to an FBI agent during a tattoo session. Documentation says so. For all you guys don't know, the January 6th riot has escalated. Insurrection, excuse me, is steadily been bearing fruit of people being like last week we covered the shaman getting arrested and pleading guilty. A few people who were trying to kidnap a governor pleading guilty to that shit. So people are starting to suffer consequences. But imagine you were actually scot-free and you were feeling bold enough to tell a perfect stranger getting a tattoo who happened to be an FBI agent.
That's so badass though. An FBI agent is getting a tattoo. That's actually badass, to be honest.
Yeah. So. Hey, and he was off duty. He could have waved this off, but you're never off duty when you're in the line of justice, right?
You're not.
Well, Nafi, then for our last story, we take ourselves home to Chicago, where a woman who missed her flight at a Florida airport said there was a bomb in her carry-on, in her checked bag, to get the plane to land.
What's wrong with people? Is it that serious?
It might be.
Like,
that
are you
serious.
willing to know that from here on out you will have to drive anywhere you want to go?
Yo, I just don't.
You know how far Chicago from Florida is?
Like, how do you even make that drive? Like, what rental car are you about to take? Like, I just don't get. And this is more in line with the stuff that I've been seeing. Hey, look out, Jeremiah! Thanks for following us on Twitch, man. I appreciate that, Jay. Thanks for coming through. I feel like you should have been followed a long time ago. That's all.
A long time ago, Jeremiah. Like during y'all season in TF.
Yeah, where was that love back then? Where's that love back then?
We went out there with you on.
Where's your fucking pride, Jeremiah? As the great Zazada would say. In closing for this, Nafi, I just want to reiterate that there's a bunch of people who don't know how to fucking handle what's going on in the world today, and they're lashing out. But this is a federal offense. This is the equivalent of you yelling fire in a movie theater, but the movie theater is moving 300 plus miles per hour, and it's about 10,000 feet over the ground. So is it worth it? No. But yeah, it's still a funny story nonetheless.
But does she really think that they wouldn't have caught a bomb in her bag? You think that after 9/11 anything's gonna fly like that?
The thing is, she did it so close to 9/11, and that's what made me really concerned. Concerned. That really.
She's from Chicago. She's from Indiana. Don't do that.
No, for sure. Hey, so we made it back. We're here. We're good. Clap it up, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. We made it. We got 1 subscriber. Now, you don't have to clap. You know, I have something clapping for you. Like.
I can't hear it, so I feel like I need to clap.
If you're listening to the stream, you can't.
Damn.
Can y'all hear it on the stream? Somebody tell me if y'all can hear it in the stream.
Damn.
Y'all hear me in the stream?
I'm following all the other channels. Let me live. Okay, so Jeremiah, he just followed on He following on the other platforms. So don't come for him, Heero.
I mean, I still appreciate it. You know, clap it up for Jeremiah. I appreciate you. Ain't no hard feelings. No hard feelings. But I'm just telling you, my boy should have been first. That's what I'm saying. But hey, we got Nafi's Cash App down there, so I need y'all to pay attention to that for all the services that she's been doing. She's gonna be moving here really soon, so you know she might need some financial splurging. But if you don't want to splurge on her, Nafi, tell these lovely people where they can find us.
They can find me or us.
Okay, find you first.
You can find my Cash App below, but you can find us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Discord, TikTok. I hate that one. Guys, I hate TikTok. Russia, again, apologies, Russia. No trouble. And if you're feeling generous, or if you don't like the commercials, like I don't, and I'm kind of upset that today I had to be on here because I can't enjoy my gift from Eric. If you subscribe, you don't have to worry about those commercials every time you leave the chat or leave the channel. So go ahead and make that purchase. I think we're still collecting money from Mr. Bezos.
Yep.
Even though he ain't shit because he was working with Jay-Z, but we'll let that go.
Hey, he's paying my bills. Hey, Papa Bezos, she does not represent the identity booth.
I do not represent the identity booth. I am 1/3 of the identity booth.
Yeah, he's 1/3 of that.
We can catch the vibes, but it's so hard to find through the daily grind. Been working overtime, and I'm sleep deprived. Shorty on my line, and we fuss and fight. Seems like every night. Don't care who's wrong or right. I hope the end is sight. Slow it down, and we can catch the vibes.